One of the most disturbing. A game of chess where real people stood in as the pieces. It's said that the Mughal Empire, known for its wealth, architecture, and powerful emperors, also had a much darker side. Inside the palace, the emperor would sometimes order a life-sized game of chess. But this wasn't a fancy party trick. This was deadly. The human pieces were often slaves, prisoners, or war captives. They stood silently on a giant board laid out in the royal courtyard. When a piece was captured, that person was not just taken off the board, they were killed. Executioners stood ready beside the board. If a bishop or knight was taken, the human playing that piece met a violent end, usually with a sword or spear. This wasn't just for entertainment. It was a message. The emperor wanted everyone to see that he controlled every move of every life. No one was safe, not even in a game. And this wasn't a one-time event. Stories from different parts of history in Persia, China, even Europe mention versions of human chess. But it was in the Mughal court where it reportedly reached its cruelest form. There's a tale about one emperor so obsessed with chess that he made nobles watch as real people played and died. While guests sipped wine and clapped at clever moves, men were being slaughtered just for standing on the wrong square. Think about that. A game we now play in parks and living rooms, once soaked in blood. Eventually, this horrifying practice disappeared. People began to question such brutal displays. And as empires changed, so did their customs. But these stories were never fully forgotten. They remind us that history isn't just made of glory and victories. Sometimes, it's built on cruelty, masked as entertainment. Today, chess is a game of strategy and focus. But its past holds a darker version, where real people became pawns. Literally. And the worst part, the ones who were forced to play, never even had a choice. If you like this dose of bizarre facts, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me the strangest thing you've ever learned in history. Who knows, it might end up in the next episode.